Hello troops, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever with the North Atlantic custom map, and we're in Amosol, which you probably should have guessed given the presence of these double-decker buses. That's right, I have introduced improved road transportation for Amosol, given that, well, I mean, it wasn't exactly struggling to kind of fill passenger services, but the first thing we're going to do today is update quite a lot of the trains that are running in and out of this glorious town to run the A4. And you know, that's a relatively expensive proposition, so I want to make sure that we're really getting as many passengers in as possible. Let's zoom on out here and see what we're looking at. So as you can see, you know, we've got services running quite nicely. That's the international, the transatlantic there, only running 33 passengers, and that's one of the things I want to fix. Should we follow this chap on his merry way? I think we probably will. Yes, the transatlantic is a nice idea, not least of all because, you know, who wouldn't want to run a rail service all the way across the Atlantic? But so far it just hasn't made a massive amount of cash. I'm not convinced those wheels are entirely round. Yeah, it's just got some funky texture on it that makes it look like they're a weird shape. Yes, so we're going to let's get the show on the road. So yes, as you can see, I've actually got 4 bus routes. Let's go and have a look at the bus routes. I've got 4 bus routes running in Amosol as the kind of the big one in England. Rago 1 requires some similar treatment in the near future, but we'll worry about that a little later. So loosely speaking, we've got my traditional approach of a clockwise and anti-clockwise route that runs round the main part of the town, like this. And then I've also got another one that runs around the other side of the town. Since it was growing nicely, I thought I might as well serve them with a bus route. And, you know, any excuse to stick double-deckers on everything. So let's call up the train routes in question. And it's going to be this fella right here. Amosol Steel? No, I don't think so. There's 3 in total. If I can remember which they were, that would be helpful. The transatlantic. Any others that I can think of? There is a third. What is it? It's the... Oh, Wikaki, of course. Yes, Wikaki Amosol. Right, okay. Come on, play the game. There we go. Right, so, I mean, if we look at their profitability right now, Wikaki Amosol, so far this year, $1.5 million. Perfect. Now, I can probably drop 1 train off that. Quite why it's running a Danish engine, not entirely sure. The transatlantic, meanwhile, has cost me $1.5 million. So those two have fundamentally offset each other. And then the longer one, Amosol, Brian VA, and Rago 1, is sort of profitable. So we'll start there. Where are you there, fella? Just right. So we'll kill off the old setup, and oh yeah, see, getting the angle right to start with, so you can actually see the flaming menu. That always makes a difference. Right, yeah, no, you're not going to get any help there, are you? Right, let's turn it around to do it that way. No? Why? Is there any particular reason you want to start up there? Oh, at least I can drag hold of it. Right. Right, so, yes, here we go. The A4. 1.2 million, 750,000 per year to operate. Well, you know, there we go. That just has to be done. And then we want some Gresleys with that. Gresley, take your pick. What's that? 36, 48, 60, which is probably enough. We'll go to 72. Right, set that at 25%. Off you go. And then we'll do exactly the same on the others, except I will probably... So the transatlantic, I want to retire at least 1 train, just because it's not going to generate enough profit otherwise. So you go cause trouble and head to a depot, okay? And then for the rest of it, we're going to run exactly the same thing. Now, I like to mix up the consists, the engines that I'm running on each route. But in this case, you know, I might as well run 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That'll do. 25%. Get to work. And then, yeah, when you've got a train as iconic as this, and perhaps I am just a little biased, given that it's you know, British history and what have you. I mean, you know, I'm sure you can forgive that, can't you? Where are we? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, before I do that, we're Khaki Amasol. We've got 4 on there at the moment. You go find yourself a nice, comfortable depot. The other one was Amasol Brian V8. We've got 3 on there at the moment. I'm going to bank on that actually continuing to be profitable. Now, reducing the number of trains on the service is not something that is ultimately desirable, but keeping the services profitable means reducing the number that you're running down there. There you go. That's 200 grand. That's probably more money than that's ever made in its entire existence. All right, where are we? Has anybody upped the tempo yet? Not yet. Could happen any time. Of course, it does matter. It does make a difference when they were last replaced. Are you going to go? You have gone. There we go. We've got one. Right. Congratulations. You get to be our test candidate for this. And you're running the transatlantic. Oh, that's a good length. A good length service. Now, the question now is, what is the upper limit on this old track? Is it going to tell me? Maybe it'll tell me here. No, it's not. I suspect I'm going to need to get some heights. But you know what? I'm not even going to take the chance that it doesn't need it. I'm just going to get straight to work on that. Right, upgrades, please. Let's go. And while we're at it, let's do that as well. We'll go for. Don't worry. That's the boring bit of the maiden voyage. We'll be back in time for the exciting stuff. Likewise, these chaps haven't upgraded yet. Are you all electric? You are all electric. Some clever individual has already sorted this out. And I don't need to put high-speed rail for you. You're all set. Right, now, if I upgrade this track, you're carrying 46. If I upgrade this... Because if I upgrade station track, for example, it wipes out everybody who's waiting at the station. Oh, there it's still on board. Yeah, that's good. No, I'm not going to electrify yet. We'll leave this as unelectrified for the time being, just so that we can kind of appreciate it. That's my position. So have a look at this emerging from the bridge, which has a slightly strange kind of bend in it, but you know, so many of my bridges have a slightly strange bend in them. Right, and grab a hold, follow along. There you go. Splendid. Right, good, we're rolling. Now, we should come across at least one of the others on this route. Now, as much as I've dropped one off, and when we're finished on this run, I'll make sure that that's been sold correctly. Likewise, it could be you know, it could be out there causing mayhem in some fashion. Look, there's another bendy bridge. Well, it's a special form of engineering that I've put together. It makes it incredibly tolerant to temperatures, high and low, in order to justify it any way you like, friends. But yeah, bendy bridges is a thing. Why is that not smoothed? There should be some smoothing going on there. And I'm now starting to get slightly concerned that I haven't seen another train, because we haven't got that much further to go. I should have at least seen one. Well, if they are caught in traffic, we'll be in a similar situation momentarily. Won't that be an adventure? Let's try not to fly through the trees. This is quite a nice route, though, isn't it? As we head through what I guess is New England. There we go. There's some big American beast going on there. Some very big American beast going on there. Well, we head on in, and there's no sign of our comrades. Okay, well that's troubling. And here we are, having hit Hare Bear. Now, Hare Bear is going to get an overhaul soon. Exactly when soon, I don't know. In fact, I'm going to hook Hare Bear up to one of the Yeolian tracks. And I think today might be the day for that. Ah, yeah. What do you got for me? Anything? As the frame rate drops to 0. Ooh, the cornucopia. We got a new tram. We got goods wagons. We got another electric loco, and we've got this this bus replacement. Intriguing. Right, 72, full service. All right, something stuck somewhere. Oh no, here comes the next one. Look. You're a little earlier in the schedule than might be sensible, dear boy. And look, there's only 6 passengers waiting. I might hold you at this signal for a minute. When you reach it, where have you got to? Here we go. Right. Waiting for a free path. Let's just stop you there. Right, you're packing 16. Let's wait for the transatlantic here to hit a little bit higher than 8. 8 is, that's bankruptcy numbers right there. And this is, this is why we spend any effort at all on making sure that individual services have suitable spacing going on in the first place. Come on, I want another couple. Another couple would be incredibly beneficial. Let's though. Oh, handsome looking train. That'll do. Right, in you come. Good. Right. Okay. So, if I'm very lucky, I won't have bunched that up against the next one. No, the next one is nowhere to be seen. In the station? Could it be? It could be, but it isn't. Where are you off to? Right, you're off to Morgantown, and you're carrying 40 of 72. So I mean, well, we'll see how this pans out. But those replacements have been made, so it looks like I'm going to guess that's everybody. Wakaki Amasol is done, right? So turn that back off. Likewise, the transatlantic's only running 2 now. Oh, okay. Fine, in which case there should be absolutely no excuse for that not to be profitable. What are we doing? 5 minutes. Yeah, doing a nice back and forth shuttle, that should pay off. Meanwhile, these are all relatively new engines, so I'm going to leave that one to be replaced, but I have to remember that it's on 25%. How many are you hauling? 40 grand. Oh, and I've got a train to sell. All right. You're still inbound. How far have you got to go? Where are you? Doing a massive 37 miles per hour. Right, you're heading up that way because you suspect that there's a depot here somewhere. You'd be right. There is one. Okay, good. Right, well, when you get there, let's just stick you up in the top corner as an aide-memoire. Right, let's go and build something, shall we? So there we go. We got new trains running, new buses running. Everybody's happy. Let's go up to our project town up in Yeol, where there's sure to be a train in the station, or in fact 2. What are you packing there, my friend? 5? No, 5. No good. That is 38. Again. These are not numbers that are thrilling me, team. What are you? You're Coltrane, so you're on your way back. The one thing I will say is that this junction here, that I was somewhat concerned would cause nothing but endless tailbacks, appears to be working. Long may that continue. Anyway, look, enough of this, faffing around. Let's go get to business. Let's go get to work. Right, so I said Hair Bear, didn't I? Not that it needs the attention, but oh, hello. Hair Bear's over there. That means 3 routes. Colesvert, Frenchton, Hair Bear. Telman is within reach, but I think Hair Bear's where we're going to head. Right, now, if I recall correctly, I think Hair Bear's got a run-out route. Kind of plumbed in already. Let's have a quick look here. Apologies for the rapid camera angle. I know it can make you have something of a brain meltdown for a moment. Okay, so if we're heading to, I need a kind of a destination. I think we're going to skirt this coastline. I think that could be quite nice. Up to Yeol. So if I take Yeol, this kind of branch wood that we're going to be using, just outside this, what's that? Oil refinery. Skirt the coast all the way along. Make that quick hop there. Don't get lost in the process. I think that's going to look great. Okay, right. Let's start by upgrading where we're coming out of. I have no idea presently what I'm actually going to run down this. We'll figure it out. It'll be something glamorous. If I've got a new engine that's fast enough to get the job done, then that will kind of lend itself nicely to the cause. But we'll see what happens. Good. Right. All right. Plumb in some new stuff, please. First job, get over the top of this track here. There we go. I can get rid of you. Thank you. Right. So I'm going to need to do a bit of an increase in size. I'm not purposefully. Well, I am. No, I am purposefully ignoring the train retirement messages that are coming in because I'm waiting for improved technology so that they can run the latest and greatest. Now, I want you to get over there without making a fuss. Yeah, pretty much exactly like that as it happens. Although I'd like to wiggle that way some if I can. There you go. Look at that. It's like, it's like I know what I'm doing. That's not something that anyone who watches this regularly will ever say. Oh yeah, I watch him because he definitely knows what he's doing. Keep the girders. I can't tell you why I like the girdery bridges, but I like the girdery bridges. Let's go down as far as there. Maybe ease the decline a little. Although chances are I'll be running something fast enough that it will just be able to whoa, don't do that. Stay on one level. Yeah, the chances are I'll be running something with sufficient grunt that they should be able to get over an incline of that kind without too much complaint. But we'll do our level best. Okay, right. Now I'm going to use the right-hand track as we look at it now as the kind of the lead for this, so that I can take it as close to the coast as is manageable. Likewise, before we start bridging, I want to get a feel for any change in altitude. As much as the trees are now, I think these are at the same altitude, which, given that I built the map, is quite likely. Somewhere around here would be good. Are you increasing in height? No, you're not. Okay, that could work. It's gently downhill. Obviously, we'll use the girdery bridge. Oh, it's a little bit bright. Ah, no, maybe not. Maybe we'll... There you go. Something like that. What do you think? Yeah, it's got a bit of a curve to... I mean, we could stay low down. The only reason... I mean, I could snake all the way along the beach, possibly. With a bit of work, I could probably snake all the way along the beach. The only reason not to do that is that I'd have to, you know, ascend the cliff. Now, I've done that in Scotland in order to sort Rogo 1 out. So is it really that big an ask? No, I don't think it is. Okay, right. Well, we'll skirt along the beach a little. We'll see what we get out of that. Yeah, we'll take that. And then... easy, easy. Now, this is going to make for a less efficient route. But hey, it's gonna be a good one though. Do we want to girder it? No, I think we'll switch now. I think we'll switch to something a little bit more obviously scenic. Now, this could end up being even more expensive than it's obviously proving to be already. If I hit a point that I can't power through. Right, okay, that's as low as I'm going to go. I don't want to go any closer to the beach than that. Okay, now let's run back the other way. Just so that I to avoid having to do it all at once. Let's do this bit now. Actually, this is a heck of a route. This one, I love it. Again, I'm not entirely convinced it's going to make me any money, but if I can keep the speed up while running down here, then there's no reason it shouldn't be a little profitable. Just checking I haven't left a gap there. There's a gap in the ballast. But hey, that could be just a novel point that train spotters the world around will travel to come see. Although obviously they should be looking out the other way at this rather, you know, splendid bay vista. Right, let's... No, wait, no. Oh, yeah, oh, could we get a tunnel bridge? Something like that. That could be fun. But we are going to start to think about coming back up again. And if we come back up the other side of the oil refinery, that'd be good. How about heading upwards? I think it's no, we're not quite there, I don't think. What are my choices here? Now, I want to keep my speed to, you know, flat out as much as possible. So I think if we cut across the edge here, how do you feel about that? You feel pretty good about that. Okie dokie, and then head over here and up a bit. In fact, it might have to be up a lot. Okay, good. Right, this is looking like it's going to work out just fine. Now let's ease the inclination. What's that? That's a Danish something or other. See, I've learned. The D at the front of DSB indicating it's from Denmark. Yeah, you don't have to tell me something more than 6 or 7 times before I get it. Right. Ease down. Why are you trying to make a bridge? I don't need you to make a bridge. Just head on around this corner. Alright, where are we emerging? We're coming up here. So you might need a little bit more severe a corner than that. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to stick some buffers on. Just purely because now that I've got the choice of having buffers, I'm fixated with having buffers. I mean, why wouldn't you? And then we'll skirt past the edge of that as close as possible. But we are going to have to execute something of a maneuver in order to get the angle right for the two bits to sync up. There you go. This looks promising. This could work. In fact, this will work. Et voila, as my French friends would say, were they even slightly bothered about being a national stereotype. Okay, right, so now I need to split this into 2 tracks. Otherwise you're gonna have a lot of fun running any kind of service down there. Right, and off we jolly well go. So finish this off and then bang some signals on, and I don't know, what am I going to run down here? Oh, we're electrified, we're high speed. Obviously we want the fastest thing known to the North American world, since it is travelling over a hell of a distance. And the transatlantic has already demonstrated. You know how I said I wasn't going to do any more kind of ego routes? And I'll have to have a look at the profitability of the stuff I'm already running. But if this doesn't say ego route, I don't know what does. Hey, it might be self-indulgent, but as long as it doesn't burn every penny in the bank, we might be okay. And having reduced the number of trains operating on some of the existing lines, I might get away with it. Because as much as I'm not too bothered about, you know, making $1 billion or anything along those lines, I do want to make sure that I have the cash in the bank to continue funding these ludicrous exercises. Right, that is quite the track. I think you'll agree. Now let's get crazy with some signalling. Right, you're on the way in. Now you're gonna have some fun with that, given that that's a shared platform. So I'm going to stick a signal here. Is that a great idea or not? Again, I'm going to point out why I'm doing it, just for those of you who are going to, that's a terrible idea, is I want trains to be able to get as close to their destination as possible before being held at a signal. Now, there's a backing service that comes into here already, and this is going to be a subsequent backing service. Unless... No, this is going to be a subsequent backing service. Behave yourself. I'm going to try it. There you go. And because I'm not wholly committed to the idea, I've done it in such a way that as you approach, you won't even see it. There we go. That should be perfectly fine. Probably. Right. Anyway, let's put the standard. I mean, you know, I almost don't need signals on this route, but I'm going to do them anyway, just in case anything, you know, untoward happens and we end up with trains going, you know, nose to tail. Likewise, at some point, this might be a route profitable enough to warrant multiple trains running down it. In which case, signalling is a must-have. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I just have to figure out exactly which train consist I'm going to run down it. Yeah, this is a route with a bit of everything. I hope the townsfolk of Harebear appreciates the magnitude of this route. Okay, right, so if I need to call up every route for a moment, which sits, you know, conveniently right in the middle of the screen so I can't see what I want to see. So what I'm looking for here is where are existing trains running in. And at the moment, they are all ignoring this platform. We can work with that. That is something we can work with. Okay, right, so we're going to go from Harebear, obviously, out to Yeol. No. You've just told it to go to the goods station. Yeah, I know. You can tell I'm getting better because I spotted that. No, remove that. You're going to go to the real one. There we are. So this is, once again, either going to be magnificent or not, as the case may be. But it should be worth Worth your time to watch it happen. Right, okay, so double backing services. So we've got two passenger trains that kind of mingle in the station there. And there is no... Yeah, you see, I think that signal's a good idea. I mean, because it should be redundant on the way back out. Where's the the problem... The problem comes if one service is in the station and I have another one on approach. That's where it's a problem. Okay, yeah, right. Let's get rid of it. I don't like it. I don't want to get rid of it. Although, I've got room. Alright, okay, I'm going to get rid of it. But because I've got room, I'm going to do something clever. We're going to make a quick branch. I mean, to be honest, I think I can get double track through there, you know. Shall we try? I mean, you're gonna be awfully sad if it doesn't work. Here we go. So if I hook you up onto there, in fact, let's ease you back a touch. All right, you come round here like this and hook onto that. Because if this works, this is gonna... What's your problem? I don't want to switch. Alright, well how about I double track that already, and then you can go... Oh, I see what you're trying to do now. No? Terrain alignment collision with the other bit of track. Well, that doesn't make any sense, chum. How much are you deleting here? Yeah, okay, I'll live with that. Let's try going the other way. Come on, if this works, it's going to solve a potential queuing issue. At the same time, it's also going to add, you know, more tracks to the more trackathon. And that's, you know, that's always good for a laugh. Right, okay, good. Well, hey, see, the problem she has solved herself. And then all I need to do is last minute swing that in. About there. All right, good. Okay, so yeah, that's that fixed. There we go, and then we'll stick another set up here. All right, cool. Now I just need to find a depot anywhere that will allow me to stick some trains down here. Anyone want to volunteer? Anyone at all? Any takers? Anybody interested in being depot of the day? Here we go. This is depot of the day right here. So we've got the route. Now, what am I going to run down it? Okay, American. Sporting a beautiful streamlined design, the GG1 not only looked good, but it also achieved performance exemplary speeds reaching over 100 miles per hour. Okay, well it looks American. It's very expensive. 1.1 million a year. I mean, that's more than a Hiawatha. And it's 1 mile per hour faster. You would think, it being electric, that it would be a lot cheaper. What are my other American alternatives? I mean, 60 miles per hour is not going to cut it. This is a long route. We've got our multi-unit, the Zephyr, does 110 and costs 560,000 a year. Now, I know I said I wanted to run something else down here, but I'm not insane. We'll have 3 of them, please. Thank you. Good. I mean, what the hell are they thinking? I appreciate the hell out of people who take the time to stick mods together and what have you. But, I mean, folks, you might want to collect your notes together and balance the costs of these things somewhat. Anyway, let's send out number 1. Let's park these up here, shall we? You come in? There we go. Now, I realise I'm running some of these already, but frankly, for the saving, it's a total no-brainer. I mean, don't get me wrong, at some point in the future we're going to have metro liners as far as the eye can see, and that's going to be incredibly dull. Don't get me wrong, metro liner, a heck of a train, on its own, looks great. But, you know, a bit of variety, such as we're seeing here, is a very good thing. Right, now, he's not going to... Look at that. Look, that's what you want. That's the business right there. It's a bit Spartan as you head out of town, though. And I may have to do something about that. What exactly, I don't know. But if the town were to, you know, of its own volition start to grow some, that would be beneficial, surely. Right, how many are you carrying? None, obviously. Let's go. Now, at the halfway point, we'll set number 2 in motion. Equally, I'm going to... Oh, what have you just... yeah, there it is. That's the fella. Now, what's the big boy actually capable of, since I've got a station at a depot up here? Now, I know its priority is goods. It's pretty expensive. But look at the size of it. I'm going to have to run it somewhere. I think there's a goods line in Florida that might be amenable to run one of these big fellas. Right, you. Now, apparently you're capable of, you know, 110. No, you meant to keep that up. So keep that up, then follow the train. So, you know, how about you reach 110 before we get to our destination? Especially since you've got a downhill section coming up. Put your foot down. Do not spare the horses. Let's go. Because if you're going to top out at 60, then it's going to make the non-purchase of that beastly electric, you know, look unwise comparatively. Okay, now we're rolling. 72, 73, 74. It's just not... And the acceleration is just not there, is it? No matter, you're serving a purpose inexpensively. All right, let's get number 2 on the go here. Yeol to Hair Bear. There you go, off you trot. Now I've set that going a little earlier than I otherwise might, purely because it's likely to encounter a bit of traffic. We're up to 84. It's taken you, about 1,500 miles to get up to 80 miles per hour. You're not going to win any speed records there, you magnificent chrome bullet. There you go. We are killing the frame rate here by monitoring several things at once. And as I alluded to a couple of episodes ago, I'm not entirely sure how my frame rate is going to live with this large map and the quantity of services I'm planning to run on it. But hey, as this is likely to be the last episode, last season I do of Train Fever, I figure it's going to be... What's going on with this disco trees? I figure it's worth seeing, you know, bringing the thing to its knees. That's still waiting for a free path. Yeah, you see, my instinct in sending that out early was not misplaced. Although you have been waiting for quite some time. Am I missing a signal there, maybe? Can I increase the size of that? No. Okay, well, you wait until you feel like you're ready to go. But we're arriving, so you know, I mean, you know, just do something. Yeah, give way to the goods train by all means. Look, I'm about to head over there and see what the hell's going on. Because, you know, we're arriving at a station and that's, you know, that's all jolly exciting. Anybody waiting? Of course there's nobody waiting. Oh no, there's too much going on for me to ignore it. There we are, look, trains everywhere you look. Trains galore. Right, you've arrived. Jolly good show. You're still stuck at the flipping signal. I mean, don't get me wrong. Coming out of the depot is you know, that's an uncommon occurrence. And hopefully, once we're up and running, a wait of that length of time should be less, fewer, shorter, better. What do we think of that? Yeah, you wait. You're just carrying goods. You can hang around all day. I've got profits to worry about. Okay, now what I'm going to do is the second this one leaves the station, I shall get the third one in motion. Hopefully, because it will be, you know, like everything else, it will have to wait its turn to proceed into Yeol, Maine. No, you see, look, it doesn't look like there's anything coming at the moment, so that would probably be premature. I'm going to set it in motion very soon. Real soon I'm going to set it in motion. How about... now, there we go. Let the chips fall where they may. We'll use the signals to space them out, and with a bit of luck, that'll do the thing that we want it to do. Right, let's close a few of these down. See if our frame rate picks back up again. 30 odd. Okay, that's well, you know, it's not great. Okay, right, smashing. Right, I'm going to let that go. Let's have a quick look around the place, and where are we up to? So what are we... There we go. We're now recognising 4 different destinations. The number of passengers waiting is not, you know, sublime. But, you know, given that 300 people in total, apparently, live in the town. I think it's 360 last time I looked. What do we got here now? 407. Okay. I mean, in order to make these 4 services, you know, really hum, the entire town's population would have to want to leave on a regular basis and, you know, come back again. So I have semi-realistic expectations of whether that's going to happen or not. Meanwhile, since you were waiting, where's our new one? See, I should have kept that window open and kept tabs on it. Hope it's not too close to the one just ahead of it. Helps if you look at the right line. Right, where are we? Is that... No, that's Rhino Hair Bear. So here we go. Here's the return service, which has got 1 person on board. Lucky devil. That's also got 1 on board. Somewhat equally lucky devil. Where is number 3? And it's also painting these up as diesels, so... Alright, where did I send it? Have I sent it somewhere wacky? Because, you know, that can't be ruled out. 1, 2, where's 3? No, there it is, there it goes. And actually that spacing is not too terrible. This one's made, these 2 are maybe a little too close together, but, you know, they will... while waiting for their turn to head into the station, I'm sure, space out over time. Likewise, once again, we're over the 40-minute mark. I seem to have lost my ability to do a sensible lengthed episode. Lengthed, it's a word. Thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. I'm desperate to see how my A4s are doing. You haven't changed at all yet. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Transatlantic's made a profit. Well, that's something. You're carrying 26. You're carrying 25. I'm not sure how you're making a profit. What about something a little bit more European in nature? Wakaki Amazon also made a profit. You're carrying 44. Nope. You're carrying 59. Better. You're carrying 29. Right. Okay. Well, let's follow the one that's putting the most work in. There we go. Doing 40 miles an hour. Oh, feel the speed. And about to enter a tunnel. Well, great choice of a train to follow there. Yeah. Imagine, look at that for a magnificent steam-based vista. Thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. I am going to try and shorten these episodes a little bit, just purely so you can watch them in one go. I mean, I know you don't mind having longer episodes. I mind. This is now 45 minutes. I could have split this into two and made you sit through double the amount of advertising. I need to up these tracks to be high speed. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so already for more incoherent babbling from yours truly, and this is a lot of crossing the channel. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio!